Shanquella Robinson was a 25-year-old woman loved by everyone, father, mother, sister, family, and friends. She was an entrepreneur owning a kids' hair business, braiding business, and an online boutique. Shanquella loved travel. In October, she went on a vacation to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, with her so-called best friend and so-called other 5 friends she knew from college. The 6 people, the friends that she traveled with, have been dubbed Cabo Six. Six. Remember that number. Shanquella Robinson and her friends traveled to, as I said, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, to celebrate 2 other so-called friends' birthday. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico is described as one of Mexico's top 5 tourist destinations. It's said that the month of October, the month that Shanquella and her so-called friends visited, is the perfect time to visit because the weather is perfect and it has lower tourism. Shanquella booked the trip, paying for everything, to celebrate 2 of her friends' birthday. I can only imagine that Shanquella was very much looking forward to the trip. Because what do you do as a traveler when you plan a trip? You pick out all the right outfits, you get your hairstyle. Shanquella was an entrepreneur, so she probably made sure that her online boutique shop would be good, and her clients, the parents of the kids whose hair she braided, she probably let them know that she would be away. So she planned her trip down to a T. Shanquella Robinson and the Cabo Six arrived at the villa Friday night. Shanquella would be dead the very next day. The Cabo Six told Shanquella's mama, Salamandra, and her daddy, Bernard, that the cause of her death was alcohol poisoning. That's what they told them when they brought her suitcase back to their house. They sat at the mother's table and they told conflicting stories to Salamandra, the mother, and her sister, Shanquella Long. They told them that Shanquella died of alcohol poisoning. Truth be, she died when Daejhanae, one of the Cabo Six, beat her, breaking her neck and spine. Remember I told you to remember the number 6. $6,000 is reportedly what the villa cost for the weekend. $6,000 is what Shanquella's daddy, Bernard, paid to have her body shipped back to North Carolina. In every tragedy, there is lessons. And I'm going to share 10 lessons that we can all learn from the tragic death of Shanquella Robinson. Rest in peace, Shanquella. Justice for Shanquella. This top 10 is in no particular order. Number 1, know the laws. The demons who attacked Shanquella Robinson did not know the laws in Mexico. If they did, they wouldn't have committed such a heinous crime. I hear Mexican prisons are terrible. 2 cases I don't think I'll ever forget is the case of Brittany Griner in prison in Russia for bringing cannabis into the country. And who can forget Otto Warmbier? I always think of the pronunciation of his name as Warmbier. Warmbier, no offense. Warmbier was charged with stealing a poster from his hotel in North Korea as a prank, for which he was sentenced to 15 years. When he was returned back to the U.S., he did so. He was returned in a vegetative state and later died. When you travel to a different country, you are subject to that country's laws. Even if you unknowingly break the law like Griner or Wimbrier, you will be held responsible and pay penalties. And I can only anticipate what will be the fate of the Cabo Six. Even if you go to a different state, I'm a van dweller and I take long road trips. You need to know the laws of each state. Number 2, know the rules. I like to think of it as rules of engagement. What I call rules of engagement in the way that I'm using the term is to know how a country operates. It is alleged in Shanquella's case that its officials accepted bribes. So like the doctor and the police officers allegedly accepted bribes. So you have to know how people operate in a different country. Number 3, know the culture. Are women required to wear a different type of dress? Are men required to wear a different type of dress? Is it politically incorrect to do something that can get you hurt? Number 4, know self-defense. You got to know self-defense. I think if Shanquella knew self-defense tactics, she wouldn't have been brutally or fatally harmed. And so learn self-defense. It's always good to learn self-defense. I'll occasionally look on a YouTube video just to make sure I'm up to date on self-defense moves that anyone can use effectively. Number 5, screen your friends. Just about everybody these days meets new people via the internet. For the last 3 years, I've been traveling with several people who I consider to be like sisters, besties. But I realize I don't even know their last names or any of their family members. You got to screen your friends. I've screened them, but I don't know their last names. Number 6, read energy. I am an enerologist, which means one who studies energy. I study people's vibe. There's a video that Shanquella did. She walks into a room while they're on vacation and she says, "Where y'all at? It don't take that long to get naked." When she walks into the room, everybody is silent and giving her weird looks. So it's like they had that bad energy. And had she read that energy, she might have got out of there. So you got to know how to read people's vibe, read their energy. Number 7, we do the right thing. After it was done, the Cabo 6, they came to Shanquella's parents' house, her mom's house. I think the parents are separated. And they told lies. They did not do the wrong thing. They did not tell the truth. Do the right thing. Snitch on these people who did, whoever, if you were there and you didn't do anything, snitch on the people who did something. Number 8, be of good character. The dash between your birth and your death means something. The only thing people are going to remember, they're not going to remember the fancy villa you stayed at, the fancy car you drove. My beloved grandmother used to say, the only thing someone is going to remember is your character. The dash between your birth and your death means something. Number 9, be a leader. When everybody else was going in Shanquella's room while she was asleep, naked, and filming, somebody needed to be a leader and say, this is not the right thing to do. You cannot fight her. Or they should have broke up the fight. Or they should have not filmed the fight. Or they should have called the police. If you are a leader, you don't follow the pack. You do what's right. You do what a leader would do. And if one of them had been a leader, they wouldn't be in the predicament that they're in now with the law looking for them, the FBI and Mexican patrol and everything like that. Number 10, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. There are so many different rumors going around about what actually happened. One rumor is that Shanquella said something to offend the girl who first started the vicious attack on her. But I'll always remember what my beloved grandmother taught me. And it's a saying that everybody grew up saying. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Now, I have to disagree. Words do hurt, but words aren't worth killing for. Words aren't worth doing time in a Mexican jail. So remember that. I travel with my friends in caravans. I've also traveled with large groups out of the country. I have friends in a co-working group who are planning to move out of the country. And I know that the Shanquella Robinson story, no matter how tragic, it should be a movie. There are the important lessons. I have shared with you 10 things that I think are important to keep in mind when traveling and just in doing daily life activities. If you keep those things in mind, you'll be better off. So I am hoping, I am sending the energy out for justice for Shanquella. Justice for Shanquella. Thank you for watching. You know, we always say life is short. It's a cliche. We say life is short, but we don't really mean it. But if we really thought life was short, we would move differently. We would do things differently. So just remember that life is short. And whatever you do, however you do it, always, 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 always take the joy route. Let me know in the comments what you think about this story, what you hope is the outcome. Let me know how you're doing. Let me check, thank you so much and take the joy route.